What are all of you escaping? Yes. Look, I'm going to talk today about how every person who parties, who takes drugs, who numbs the pain with these psychedelic or external stimulations, like, why are you doing this? You know why you are doing this? I'm going to speak because I can actually speak about this because I was highly addicted to drugs. I used to smoke weed every single day since I wake up till I go to bed. I used to take cocaine every day. I used to take Tusi. Tusi is this new drug, in case somebody doesn't know, which like is absolutely crazy. Okay, it sends you to an absolute different world. So I can actually talk about this because I have escaped all this and I have changed my life completely through this. So the reason you're doing it is because you do not want to face your demons, because you're scared. You keep making excuses for yourself, thinking that going out and partying when you actually cannot afford it, that taking drugs, saying like you're just having a good time when you're actually mashing up your brain. You try to convince yourself that is right because you're having a good time when you're actually not even having a good time. Because nobody feels good the day after. There is not such a thing like feeling good after doing drugs or after taking alcohol or after doing anything that you know is not right. This is what I am teaching people in the community. People who comes into Born for This community, everybody wants to be better. Everybody is ready to face their demons. And hey, we all been there. Not always we was ready to face our demons. Sometimes we do need people around us who have faced those demons and know how to overcome it. And that's what the community is about, family. You can either keep making excuses for yourself or you can actually face it and admit that you are acting under fear, the fear of facing your demons. It's fine. We all been there, and even more if we are into any of these things. There was not a time until like 6 months ago, 5 months ago, when I actually fully stopped drinking. It was not one time that I would go out and not drink alcohol or take drugs if it was there. Because alcohol is the gate to all the rest. Once you're drunk and a drop of alcohol touches your body, you say yes to absolutely everything. Doesn't matter. At least that was me. And that's you also. And you know it. There's no control when you are using substances. There is not. So I always used to make these excuses for myself. Trying to make I was just lying to myself, trying to make myself feel better. But who was that affecting? Just myself, because nobody gives a fuck about your excuses. See, when you drink and then the next day you wake up because you was a mess and you're telling everyone, oh, I'm not drinking again, I'm not drinking again. Everybody knows it's a lie. Even you know it's a lie. You're only lying to yourself. Therefore, you do not respect yourself. You cannot tell me that if you're fat, if you have tits, you respect yourself, because you don't. You might say what you want, but you don't. I've been fat and I've been in shape, and I will always choose to be in shape. And so will you if you have tits and you're trying to make excuses. It doesn't take that long to lose weight. If you're actually committed, if you admit that you need to put the work, if you work with someone who actually knows how to track your macros, like myself, because I learned through my process I was 115 kilos of pure fat. Like I always say, it's not what, it's who. When I was fat, I was drinking alcohol, I was taking drugs, I was partying, I was a complete different person. You see people who are hitting the gym every day or nearly every day, sometimes even with a physical personal trainer, and they see no results whatsoever because they do not respect themselves and they do not respect their trainer, whoever they are working with. They do not respect their coach because probably his coach or her coach does not respect himself or herself. So everything starts in the person you are, and the change starts in you. This is what I preach all the time. I'm not only a fitness coach. I'm not going to be after your ass telling you how to do the bicep curl and how to bench, if your form is so good or not. This is not about this. It's about becoming that person that respects himself. Become that man that you always needed in your life. That's what I did. That's why I was the person I was, because I missed that man that I admired, that man that put me in my place and told me, hey, this is the way you must do things. So I became that man. You must become that person that you're proud of. You must become the person you want to be, the person that your kids look up to, that your wife look up to. You cannot expect anybody else to respect you if you do not respect yourself. You cannot expect anybody else around you to be happy if you're not happy. You cannot expect anybody else around you to be healthy if you're not healthy. Whatever you are, you will attract. Whatever is in your mind, it will define your reality. So if you wake up in the morning and you're thinking that everybody's going to piss you off because you're in a bad mood, everybody's going to piss you off because it's in you. But if you're grateful, no matter what, you walk in a shop and the lady in front of you, she's taking long, counting pennies to pay, and you're fucking angry. Maybe you are there to learn a lesson. Maybe that lady is teaching you a lesson. Maybe you should take it in a different way. There is always ways of viewing life. And again, that's in you, nobody else. You must respect yourself in order to others to respect you. You must preach by example. See your kids, for example. They will do what they see, not what you tell them to. You cannot be telling your kids that it's no good to smoke when they're older, where you have a cigarette in your hand or you smoke in a pack a day. You cannot tell your kids to not go out and get drunk if you're drinking every night at home. They will copy what they see. I remember when I was a kid and I used to be in the bus for school. And I remember when we was kids, everybody used to be like, I'm never gonna smoke. I'm never gonna smoke when I'm older. And I actually remember that I used to say, it's funny enough, I remember that I used to say, I will probably smoke because everybody in my home smokes. My mom smokes, my dad smokes, my brother smokes. Everybody who comes home smokes. So I kind of knew. So what did I do when I grew up? And actually, I've gone through so many traumatic situations that have turned me into the person I am today. I became that man who I admire. I became that man who I needed in my life and I never had. To not pass these traumas to my child, to not pass these traumas into my ancestors. If I pass it to my child will pass it to her child, and so will go on. You are the one in charge of changing the whole legacy of your bloodline. You must make everybody proud. And is no one gonna come and save you? Only yourself. Stick to the right people. Have the right people around you. Follow the steps of someone who is spiritually, physically, mentally, financially where you want to be. Learn from them. Take the advice. Open your mind. Be positive. Be grateful. Change the person you are in order to become. I am not here to only tell you to hit the gym, but the reality is that fitness is a main part of this. Why? Because when you start to train, you learn to be disciplined. When you hit the gym, you feel good. It's impossible to feel bad after a session. It does not exist. You are generating endorphins and dopamine. It's pure happiness. You are elevating your frequency. So then you just have to maintain. Physical exercise elevates your frequency and takes shit off your mind. This is why I always say, when you're having a bad day or when you have some bad thoughts in your mind, drop down and do 100 burpees. By the time you're done with them, your mind will be a complete different scenario in your mind. I'm telling you. So guys, please cut the excuses. Admit that you're not respecting yourself. You are not respecting yourself if you have titties. You are not respecting yourself if you're drinking. I don't care how much money a person is making. Like, you guys don't understand how many people, the amount of people who are successful in many people's eyes. Success is not measured by money. Success is measured by happiness, by health. Like I was saying, now I feel better than ever. Anywhere I go, I can be in any event. I don't really go to parties anymore because everybody's fucked up. But I can be in any event and I'm the best version of myself and I'm happy as fuck when I'm sober. There is no such a feeling like it. And you are above the other people. That's fact. So guys, elevate your life, okay? Don't be scared to face your demons. Just jump. And at the other side of it, greatness is waiting for you. I guarantee you. Life is great when you're awake. Life is great when you love who you are. Life is great when you respect yourself. There is no feeling like it. It's feeling like no other. The rest will come. Do not chase it. Why does people not get fit? Because they are only chasing to be fit. They go to the gym for an hour with this trainer. They think only because they're paying a personal trainer, they're going with them for an hour and they're doing the shitty workouts, they're going to get fit. And after they go and they keep on with the shit life and the bad habits. No. Why do people remain poor? Because all they're chasing is money. Today I was in the gym. I was talking to a coach, a fitness coach that trains in the gym. Says, I just need to make more money. That's why you're not making money. Because you're focusing on the money. Focus on creating a community. Focus on actually helping people to become better. Not to whoever just pay you for your service and give them a service. No. Focus on creating a community. Focus on finding your purpose. I see so many people who started with a passion, either if it's for training, martial arts, fitness, doesn't matter, bartending, opening a restaurant, being a barber, and they end up hating their job because they are only chasing an economic and financial reward. And they are becoming slaves, and they become slaves of their job, and they end up hating their passion, what one day was their passion, because they lose their purpose. They lose the purpose. There is nothing worse than that, guys. If you stay true to yourself, See, for example, me, I do not accept everyone in my community. Actually, today I rejected a person who wanted to pay $3,000 to come into the community because he was his job was sports betting. I do not want anybody in my community who's pushing vices on people. This is a place to be clean, to become your best self. And this person actually was telling me again, like this other man the other day was very similar. No, but I'm a man of God. How can you be a man of God when you're pushing vices to people? I don't know if people keep, like I said, you just guys keep lying to yourselves. You know you're doing something wrong, but only because it's profiting you, you just want to fuck everybody's life. Whatever you get in that way, God will take it from you sooner or later. I've been there. I used to make so much illegal money, and God put me in jail and took until the last penny until the day I got out. And when I got out, it was like, okay, start again. It was like a video game. You die and you just start again. That's exactly the way it is. Life is like this. So guys, stay wise, okay? Move with purpose. Go after your purpose. Not after the money. Not after the result. Either if it's physical, whatever it is. Do not only chase the result. Okay? This was it for today, my people. See you on Sunday. Kite Beach. We got our firstborn for this event. We're going to be killing it. Let's go.